Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to TNA, welcome to episode 49, the last episode before the big 50, the big 50th episode special of the 1 month booking, that is if you guys do want that. And the last episode I'm going to pre-record tonight probably should have gone with some other background other than the Impact, but that was the last show that we held, so I guess the Impact background also works for us. Eric Marius says his that last feud rocked and helped his career. Rey Mysterio requesting a feud with Jeff Hardy, and I'm glad that he did because he's actually going to get it. And remember when I said that Cody would be feuding or could be feuding with Shelton Benjamin? Now that was a flat out lie, because Cody is actually going to be feuding with Adam Cole. That is why he dropped the Grand Championship. It's because I was setting up for Cole versus Rhodes. That'll be the main feud for TNA heading into our next event. I probably should have checked what it was, so let's do that right now. TNA pay-per-views. And while we do that, we're gonna check over these feuds. You can see both workers should benefit from when I choose to end it. Same goes for this, and this should be elevated a little bit more. Better Than Perfect would lose popularity if they lost the feud at this stage. List of TNA pay-per-view events. So let's schedule our July event. July was Destination X. So July is Destination X, right? Right. Okay, so July is Destination X. So this is TNA Destination X pay-per-view. The 30th of July. Is that like the latest that I can go? Yeah. So at the end of the month, that's actually great. That actually works out pretty well, because that makes for what? Let me see. So July. So next episode will be one explosion, 2 explosions, 3 explosions, 4 explosions. So that will be 4 explosions, 4 impacts, and at the end, Destination X. So which is actually kind of works, because Destination will be an adequate title, because we'll be reaching our destination for the stream or the episode, whatever it ends up being, at Destination X. So let's, as promised, let me check on OBS so I can see if everything's going well. So we have these 6 feuds for Destination X, which is pretty cool. So let's end the month. I believe this is the last day of the month exactly. So let's look over what we need to look over. So first of all, Noah have announced this year's roster of touring workers. Harry Smith has returned from injury, just like I had predicted. The Blue Meanie, the Godfather, have retired. Vader retired from NWACI, so they lose a big name. Heidenreich and Chessman will retire. Jeff Hardy has 3 months left. Braxton Sutter, Marie Canales, Ricochet, Michael Elgin have 3 months left. Dixie Carter still has 3 months left. Bram also wants to increase his wage demands. Same for Baron Dax. Same for Grado. Brian Hebner, Bob Ryder, William Gardle. Our sponsorship deal with Skechers and Right Guard has ended. Public Image has risen. We've lost money for 2 months. No Name Wrestling has opened. So let's go over the scouting staff so we can see if there's anybody that we want to sign. Not really. Chavo Guerrero will be joining us in 1 month's time. Broken My Heart in 2 months' time. So let us renew Jeff Hardy's contract for 1 year. Yeah. There we go. He's back with us for another year. And for our staff, I believe it was Brian Hebner. I don't want to worry about this too much. So it was Brian Christie. This is not even right. Like, it's Christie with a Y at the end. What the hell? Who else was it? I honestly do not remember. Was it Bob Ryder? I believe it was, yeah. And who else was it? 26, 5, 4. I don't see any. Oh, 3 months. Yeah, William Girdle. My bad. Okay, so we have that. Okay. Eric Marius as the grand champion. It's kind of weird to imagine that still. Adam Cole, one who just lost the championship. He also gained overness. But let's see Eric Marius's overness actually, because right now he's an upper mid carder in terms of overness, but I'm not gonna push him up on account of the fact that I don't see him as a main eventer. Like, there is a ceiling for him, and that ceiling is upper mid carder, and that's it. The grand championship is the biggest title that he's going to win in TNA, because I don't see this as TNA champion. I don't see him. I just, listen, he's good, he's solid, but that's just not gonna happen. I also want to work on getting Kenny Omega over, because it's pretty ridiculous that he's just a mid carder, you know, kind of silly. But you know, Adam Cole is getting his shot now at the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and that's pretty neat. Which obviously is held by Cody Rhodes. Eric Marius is just our second champion. I believe it's too soon to negotiate for this. Our public image has been rising really well. Let's check out what No Name Wrestling is all about, what size they are. They're national size. Of course they are. And before I forget, actually, sponsors, because search again. Because we lost our main sponsor and our third minor sponsor, so Skechers. That was our main sponsor. They already were. Search again. And Dairy Queen for the minor sponsorship. There we go, gaining money. Yeah, development. Do I have anybody in developmental? And Reverend Dragon Lee and Trevor Lee. Okay. I don't believe there's anybody else that I want to sign to developmental or send to developmental right now. NWA Canadian Invasion has been losing public image like crazy, so they're not really a threat anymore. No Name Wrestling is a new company. They're obviously immediately at war with me. I can't buy the modges yet. Can I buy these guys at the... Okay, no, I can't. So everybody that's been trying to go up against me has failed miserably. So I don't expect No Name Wrestling to be any different. What else can I do? I can also look over my tag teams. You can see the Psycho Killers, not very experienced, but they're good in the ring, which is what matters. TMDK have been a team for years, so there's no surprise in them being this experienced. Elgin and Tanahashi, I don't feel like I'm gonna use them as a team anytime soon. Simply because I just hired Elgin to elevate heels, so that's really the only reason. Anyway, I believe that will be the end of the episode, because I feel like I looked over everything. I can go over to Japan as well and see their roster, see their tour dates. July, say they're not going to use... yeah, they're not going to use Hero for August or September. Let's see, September, then October and November I can also use him. They're using him for December and January, and then May. Okay. So basically, I get him in July, October and November, then February to May. So February, March, April, and May. Okay, I get that. That's pretty chill. So Shelton, Hero, and Smith will be with me for those months. Anyway, I think that's quite enough of dilly-dallying about. Next episode will be the granddaddy of them all, the 50th episode. The month of July will be booked in that episode, so I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching and for sticking through to episode 49 and 50. Jesus Christ, this is a long series, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Having a lot of fun just doing what TNA couldn't, being successful. So that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in whatever I upload next. Bye!